isn't over there. Oh, not over there. Something's come off the back. Not sure what it was. Something went through the water and down towards the finish. It's getting slower and slower and slower. Might need a push. Keep going. You can see the flag, and there it is. And 55.62. Now you've got to stop it. There you go. Use the bails if you've not got the brakes. That's okay. Oh, they've enjoyed that. Fantastic. Wasn't the quickest time today, but as I said right at the top, they were here to have fun and entertain the crowd, and that's exactly what this team did.
Patricia, Diane, it looked amazing, and you got a 10 at the top of the ramp for your dancing.
Yes, it's very sexy.
It was very sexy. And how was the course? Was it scary? Was it hard?
Yes. Hard.
Oh, you're shaking.
Yes.
But you made it in one piece.
It's amazing, it's amazing.
Do you recommend I take part?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sombrero, which is a bit of a play on words because it's based on a sombrero. They're friends from Porto, been friends since childhood. They love taking part in building cars. They're fans of Mexican tradition, hence why they've gone for the sombrero. The soapbox itself, which you're about to see, has one or two issues for me before we see it go down the course. Handlebar steering. The brakes on this one basically are it's a piece of wood that rubs against the tyres, so whether it's going to stop it, I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Big sombrero, wrap your legs around it, hold on for dear life and hope for the best, and that wasn't the best, was it? Must be difficult to try and steer with handlebars underneath your legs. I mean, again, it's one of those where you think, seemed okay on paper, but on the tarmac or the cobbles, it's a different story. And it seems like they might actually struggle to get much further down the course here. This is it, look. He's trying to steer it behind him, look, behind his legs. It's virtually impossible. I'm not sure you want a vest on as well down the cobbles when you come out like that. Oh, very athletic.
George Bernardo, it was looking so good. What happened?
The car is too narrow and it flipped.
Short and sweet, it flipped, it happened. What was going through your mind when it flipped?
I mean, I was just sad because we got deported from America and I was really feeling good there, and I was just sad.
It's sad, but it was very creative, it was very enjoyable, and if you're gonna crash, you might as well flip.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Thank you so much. Obrigada.
So the next team is Fresquinho, not to be confused with the member of Brazil's World Cup winning squad from 1970. 48 there for the creativity. Let's have a look at the performance. They're from Sintra, which is a stunning historical town, about 30 kilometres west. There's a full moon over Lisbon in the sunshine. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look at Fresquinho and see how we do. There's the performance, 36. Let's have a look at the soapbox. Little ice cream van on the way down. A lot of people in the crowd today could have one of those. It's a very, very hot day here in Lisbon in the sunshine. And they're cruising over the cobbles. It looks nice. He's in control at the moment. The pilot here is Fernando, and he's over the first big test, although the door just started to fly open. Got to make sure you stay in there. He's got a good shot there, right on the corner. Now, the crowd really close to the circuit here today. The door might be a problem. Can't keep the door shut. Car wrecking stairs, sideways and sideways. He's lost all kinds of momentum over there. He's got to try and get it moving forward again. There's still a lot of this circuit to navigate. There's the door again. That must be winding him up like nobody's business. Close the door. Trundling along. Oh, he's got his feet out the bottom, look, he's walking with it. I wondered how he was moving. Just see his little feet at the bottom of the soapbox, look, there he is. Old twinkle toes down towards the finish. Now let's have a look at the time. It's not going to be quick. 1:20.12 for Fresquinho. He'll have sore ankles in the morning as well doing that. So let's have a look at Echo Batmobile. No explanation needed for what this soapbox team is all about, what it's based on. Rui and Sara, the pilots from Guimarães, north of Porto. Two couples, they're friends and neighbours. And they've made quite a deal of effort to choreograph the performance at the top. They got 40 for creativity. Let's see what the judges think of their hard work at the top. 28. So after all that, they weren't that impressed. So let's see what happens in terms of time, shall we? It's the handlebars and the wheel. It's the tricycle method here for the soapbox. Let's see what happens on the way down. That's Rui. Face etched in concentration, and it's a nice smooth start over the cobbles at the top. You can see him trying to lean into the corners and out the corners to try and give them the best possible way to keep the momentum going. No problem over the first challenge of the run, which is the Marquis steps, and it's nice and quick and smooth through there. This one's absolutely flying down the circuit. Here we go towards the stairs. Nice and fast over that, really straight as well. There was no wobble at all. He's been in complete control right the way down. If he can keep this speed up, we could have quite a time here. Echo Batmobile flying down towards the finish line and over it. 30.31, what a time. The fastest today by quite some distance. And that emphasises there just how in control Rui was from top to bottom.
Hui, Sarah, you guys have finished. That was so fast. It was amazing.
Thank you. And we got a really, really good time. It was incredible. And we had a refreshing in the end. You know, we got some water, so that's cool.
It was good. A little bit of relief from the heat.
That was awesome.
Hui, what were you doing? You make a lovely Catwoman.
Yeah. Sexy.
Do you guys think you'll make it to the podium?
Oh, I don't mind. It's okay. If we do, if we don't, it was a really good time. That's the whole point of it. Red Bull is like this. It's amazing.
You guys, amazing sports. High five. High five. Thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thanks, Ed. So we have Party Pinata at the top. Didn't think for a minute they were going to smash the soapbox up before they got in it, but there we go. So this is a team from Almada, just across the bay, high school friends. And there is the performance score from the judges of 35. They got 39 for creativity. And this is difficult, you can see. It's just going to be so hard to keep it straight. Look at it. You can see by the design, he's gone, look. Couldn't even get off the bottom of the ramp. The base at the bottom is too wide for what he's trying to do, and then the wheels are too small. It's just designed wrong. Here we go, look, tiny wheels, wide base, wobbling all over the place, and then it can't get, when it flattens out, it just hits the tarmac. Look, over you go. I think you described that one as a schoolboy error in design. We now have a Mafia-themed soapbox, Os Mafiosos, another team from Porto. They're a family team, and they challenged themselves to make the soapbox in 3 days. So, I don't know. Just kind of think you might need a bit longer. 32 for the performance. Get the impression it's probably not necessarily race tested, this one. So off we go. Thin wheels, big wheels, and small wheels. A thin axle. 3 days. Off we go, over the cobbles. The wheels are all moving in different directions at the same time, if you notice. Here we go towards the Marquis steps. The wheels are certainly in different directions now. Look at them. Oh, he's all over the place. It's just collapsed underneath him. Look at that. Even at the top of the course, the wheels were going all over the place. Look at them. They're all pointed in different ways. I tell you what, if they were gangsters, they wouldn't get very far, would they, with the loot? There we go, on board, no chance. No chance. 3 days. Tarzan of the city. The last team of the day. Got to say, he was in better shape when I last saw him. So these are all friends from school. They've used the Red Bull Soapbox race as a school reunion. I could think of simpler things to do, but let's hope it goes well for them. The team is made up of João, and Duarte. 3 Joaos and a Duarte. So off they go, Tarzan of the city. And you can see the speed they generate right to the top by the onboard camera there. 2 of them sat side by side, holding on for grim death, as you can see. The fellow on the left looks absolutely petrified. Here we go around the chicane. One of the moments of truth is upon us. The car wrecking stairs. He's holding on again, look. Oh, there we go. I notice how he lets go as soon as they get over the obstacle. Trying to get more speed, look. Move the snake's head, it's getting stuck in the wheels. Hang on, he says. I'll push. You steer. Oh, he's gone! Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Now he's thinking, who's steering it? He lost his mate. There we go. There's the checkered flag. There's the finish. Well, that's one way of doing it. I thought they were going to fall out for a minute there, the way he turned round. At 1:10.42, by the way, if you missed it. What about that fella there, look? So graceful. That's all the soapbox racing for today. Ed, who's populating the podium here in Portugal?
In third place are the smoking hot Super Constellation. In the runners-up position, we have the terrifyingly quick O and Equilidor. But slipping, sliding and speeding into first place are the Mean Machine. Caroline is with them now.
You were the driver. You're so emotional. How scared were you when you were at the top of that ramp?
It was really scary because this was the first time that we did this race, and I looked at the jumps and I was like, this is not going to end well. But fortunately, it ended well. I was expecting for us to crash, but it didn't crash, and that was by itself an objective. I didn't expect for us to win because I don't know, just the experience itself was amazing.
Oh, Pedro, I want to give you a hug. You did so well. You were petrified, but you didn't crash. And mate, beginner's luck or what? You've won it, all of you. Raquel, the whole team. Congratulations. You are the Lisbon Red Bull Soapbox Race champions.
As you speak Portuguese, how do you say that was the best soapbox race I've ever seen and probably one of the best 10 moments of my life?
Foi gira.
Surely it's got to be longer than that.
I mean, you could also say, essa corrida foi tão maravilhosa que com certeza foi dos melhores 10 momentos da minha vida inteira.
That's perfect. What's your favourite moment been?
Right, I saw this soapbox in the pits and I thought, wow! And then I saw them race and I was gobsmacked. It's got to be the little house with all the different characters. And then halfway through, it just crumbled and collapsed and they just emerged. Oh,
Mid-race loft conversion is how I'd describe that.
yeah, it was. What about you?
Undoubtedly, well, there was one, the Titanic sinking so realistically on the start ramp. But I also like the 4 women in the pink pussycat.
Oh, yeah, the gatinhas.
They lost control mid-air, and you could tell by the look on their faces that it wasn't going to end well. That was absolutely magic. All that's left for us to say is adeus and obrigado, Lisboa. How was my pronunciation?
Awful.
Okay, I've got to work on that one. Goodbye.